But then earlier on, someone also was talking about the numbers in China, and myself, I don't trust the numbers that they are claiming, because China already has a history of of hiding and lying to the rest of the world, and we saw that they did that even with when COVID came, they were lying about it, and they claimed that human to human transmission is not possible earlier on in the stages of COVID-19. If they had released that information earlier, the whole world might not have been suffering by now. I mean, it would have drastically reduced the spread of the virus. And I mean, there's a whole lot when it comes to conspiracy theories, whether they created a thing in the lab and what's not. And it's looking as if right now, even whether intentional or not, it's looking as if China is taking advantage of the situation, and is looking to become the next global superpower. Because right now the whole world's economy is crippled, and it's just China that literally they've recovered from what happened a couple of months ago, and they are looking at taking over the world, if you ask me.
Well, it's been the agenda of Chinese to take over the world. I don't think there's a hidden truth because they are all over the place. Okay, so I don't think that we have to worry ourselves. I for once, have said it several times that our new colonial masters are going to be the Chinese. The simple reason is that it's just based on certain decisions that we are taking as a country. It's basically going to lead us there, indirectly or directly. So I don't think that it's a big deal. Looking at that, the numbers can be hidden. Chinese might not have been truthful about the numbers, but it comes to rather not get to the Chinese more, because look, Chinese are like 1.4 billion people. If they're reporting numbers of like 10,000, even if it is going way beyond that to like 50,000, that's 50,000 in 1.4 billion people. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's really nothing to them. You get the point, because look, this is a communist government, so they don't really care. But what I see then is it comes to expose us more in terms of our infrastructure, our commitment to development. It comes to really expose us more. And that's more like a wake-up call for us as Ghanaians. And I always look at things in this way. It starts from me. It starts from you. You get the point, because there's very, very simple solutions. I'm sure a lot of people have not raised questions about the data collection set for NIE and how it's going to be connected to the banks, how immediate that solution is going to be. Because we've had the Ghana Post GPS for like a long time. I've not seen a lot of the APIs being deployed for delivery companies, for fintech companies. I've not seen that vibrancy, and nobody really seems to be talking. We are not talking about it. It's only when we hear there's another vendor that's having a contract, then we start to be loud. But I think that it starts from us. It starts to expose our situation as Africans. Because I'm not even looking at the US, because they played with it and it's getting to them. They have systems, but it's still getting to them. Why is it getting to them? That might possibly be another thing we might talk about. But I personally think that it's another way where they're taking advantage of to make money, and that is the world we are in. You can't blame anybody. If I contract a disease and then it's transmitted to you and I'm able to solve my problem, I might pretend I'm sort of helping you, but I would possibly be making money. There are Ghanaians that are making money from this COVID, just doing sanitizers and other things. Whilst we're supposed to come together as people to help ourselves grow, reduce prices of products and everything. We're rather trying to just exploit that to make ends meet. And I think that's where it comes to expose us as humans, So going forward, I think that the best means is for us, number one, as tech industry, learner people, elite people, start asking questions and start pushing solutions that are around, because Chinese would every time pushing solutions. Like the whole world is sleeping now and their factories are blazing. And you can't blame them. Nobody can shut them down. You get the point. Nobody can shut them down.
Yeah.
So this is a military zone. It's a military tactics thing. We should be that. Yeah. You know, as much as it goes, it will come back to us. You get the point, because we had COVID surrounding all of our country, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Burkina Faso. Why didn't we just close as borders? Simple thing. But you might look at it simply, and an economist will look at it in a different way, a politician will look at it in a different way.
Yeah.
But that's a wake-up call for us to see that, hey, how can we just now come together to be envisioning some of these things that could possibly come in? Because I'm not sure a Chinese would take a gun to point on your head that they're going to colonize you. No, they're going to come in a way that best fits their intelligence. So that's where we, the people that call ourselves developed intelligent people, should be thinking now. Like, we should be up and thinking now.